my boy. Hey. Yeah, right. Hey, you don't want any more water? No. Hey. Hey guys, how's everyone? Hope everyone's enjoying the sunshine. This one wanted to come out for a walk in the middle of the heat. Hey, so we took him, and obviously we're having a little pit stop. So this is Tyson. His legs have started to go, so I support him with the scarf, and he's been coming out on walks quite a few times. So his legs gave way on a walk a month ago. Thank you for the gift, Clovis. We're doing another walk, or another walk and chill session. We're doing another walk, or another walk and chill session. Thank you, Kathy. Walking up and down, so I ended up taking him, and he's decided to go for a pit stop as we got up the road. Thank you, Clovis. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hey? Yeah, my boy. Thank you for the gift, Oscar. And yeah, he's in his element. Thanks for the light, Kathy. So he likes to come up here because we've got a few neighbours that have horses, and they sometimes go up and down the road, and I think that's what he's waiting for. But he's been a bit restless inside the home, so he wanted to come out. I think he's tired though. Hey, we've only been about 10 minutes up the road, but he just wanted to come out and chill and smell different air. Hey. Yeah. So apparently not all huskies love getting rubbed all over the place, but Tyson, ever since I've had him, he's been quite needy for affection, and if he doesn't get it, he starts to moan, asking for it. Hey? And then sometimes you have too much attention and you want to move on. Yeah, my boy. Thank you for the follow, Oscar. So Tyson is one of two huskies I got. He's 14 and a half, and I have his sister Yuki. Yuki is diabetic and blind, and Tyson, unfortunately, his legs gave way, so he is on a decline with his arthritis, but he's still out and about and still comes for walks, but assisted walks. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciated the messages. What are you up to today? You doing anything over the weekend with the nice weather? Hey boy. Should you continue with a bit of walking, or do you want to stay here for a bit longer? I'm going to see if he wants to go for a walk. A barbecue. perfect weather, right? That should be nice. Friends, family, or just by yourself, and I don't blame you. I'm tempted. Right, so for the noise, got my prep bag with water and treat bits if you ever want it. Right, friends and family, that should be good. And like I said, what an excuse to have some gorgeous weather for it. So, right. So for the rustling, I've got the bag in one hand and I'm going to be grabbing Tyson in the other. So he can lift himself generally around the house, but he can't on grass, I think, because it's soft. So when he pushes up, he normally leans back in and falls over. So I have to support him on the grass. So let's see. Sometimes he doesn't actually want to go, but other times he does. It just depends. Should we go walkies? Should we go walkies? Yeah, he does. Should we go up? Up. Good boy. Should we go back then? Should we walk back? Or do I carry on more? So, we live 5 minutes up the road. What would normally be like a minute walk when he was younger is now like a 10-minute walk. But I kind of let him decide how long he wants to go for. Sometimes he wants to go for a little bit. Other times he wants to go all the way down the road and back. So it just depends what mood he's in. And other times he wants to sit back down. So we'll work it out. He wants to go for a little walk. Come on then. Come on then. Should we go walkies? Or do I stay here? Do you go home? Do you go walkies or do you stay here? What do you want to do? Come on then. Should you go a little bit longer? You don't know what you want to do. Thank you, edits. Thank you for the gift. It is a bit. Thank you for the gift. It is appreciated, guys. Not expected, but all the same. So, Tyson, you got the walkie? Or we him? Go on in. Yeah, my boy. So, a month ago yesterday, we were going on a walk and Tyson's leg slipped. So, a month ago yesterday, we were going on a walk and Tyson's leg slipped. As a result, he kind of kept getting up and falling back down. And in that moment, genuinely thought I'd be putting him down. He had 2 days where he kind of was feeling sorry for himself and struggled around the house. And then third day, even though he was still struggling around the house, he decided he wanted to go for a walk. And we've done about 14, well, this is the 15th walk since. So he's still upbeat. We're having problems feeding him because he's very fussy and he's not eating much. He's also goes between having liquid stools and constipation. Unfortunately, not nice to hear, but that's the legs of it. Come on then, good boy. You want to stay here? We can't stay in the middle of someone's house, eh? Yeah, my boy. So, yeah. It's difficult because I never know what he wants most of the time. I know when he wants to go for a walk, that's obvious. He'll go to the gate and he'll just look at me and he'll go backwards and forwards. And you want to have a sit down by the flower? Should you sit by the flowers? What do you want to do? Just sit down? Or do I carry on? Or should we go home? He normally likes to go over there. There's a horse in that field half the time. And there's sometimes a horse in this field. So he was looking, but it's not there today. And every now and again they come up and down the road. I think that's what he's hoping for. Come on then. Should we go a little bit or do you want to go back home? What do you want to do? Yeah. So, what have you got, Kathy? Is it a Rottweiler? Sorry, I'm in the sun, so I can't zoom and see the pictures too well. Should we go home? Come on then. Should we go home? Like I said, I never know what he wants. He sometimes gets really restless. Um, it is hot, isn't it? You've had water. Do you want to go back home? Should we go home? Should we try and go home? Cool, how old's your Rotty? What's the name? Do you want to sit down then? What do you want to do? I don't know what you want to do, boy. Hey? What do you want to do? He's moaning. I don't know if you heard the whimper, but he wants something. There he goes again, but I don't know what he wants. Do you want to sit down? Should we sit down here? We've got another dog walker coming up. So, generally he's good with all other dogs. He always has been. He's always been really friendly. But, obviously, since he's slipped and fallen, and I'd say probably a couple months into that build-up, he started, depending on the dog, if they're very excitable, he would have a little telling off. And obviously if they're dominant, he'll do the same. There we go, we're going to have another sit down, eh? Another sit down. Hey my boy, I'm getting wet. It's actually, even though it's hot, the floor is very moist. Hey? Hey my boy. So, husky ears look like this. Hey Tyson, you're modelling your ears. And they can hear up to a mile away. And normally huskies are renowned for running, escaping and disappearing, which they did when they were younger. And to find each other, they can hear each other up to a mile away, which is quite impressive. Zoom out a bit. Hey. He just wants to come out and chill, even though he can't do much walking now. He'll walk for like 5 minutes at a time before he stops and sits down. But this is where he wants to be. He wants to just sit down and take in the smells, eh? And the views. Hey, my boy. Which is quite nice to a degree. It's a change because obviously when they're younger, 15 minutes. Oh, bless. How old is Zach? My Alsatian was called Zach. He was my first family dog. And then I ended up having a retriever from a puppy. And then I rescued a husky, pure white husky called Ice, who was mistreated. And then I had her for 2 years and then bred her, and we ended up having 3 puppies and kept 2 of them. Hey, didn't we, Tyson? We kept you, baby boy. 14 and a half years later, and this is what he turned out to become. Hey. How old's Zach, Kathy? Yeah, my boy. Hey, my boy. Thank you for the follow. Appreciated. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. This boy is. We had some treats this morning, didn't we? We had some cat sticks. So with Tyson, I'm struggling to get him to eat since his legs went. He's had liquid stools and he's had very upset stomachs. And he just wouldn't eat. Go the but it's been quite difficult because we can't give him any good. We try to give him good things we want. Things which doesn't help his belly at all, does it? So Zach is arthritic and he's on Metacam. Bless. So we didn't use Metacam for a while, but about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, Tyson basically stopped being able to run, jog, or go at speed, basically. And we discovered he has a little lump under his armpit there, which was just restricting him. Discovered he has a little lump under his armpit there, which was just restricting him, and it's grown. It's bigger. It could be a man. But we started the Librela injections about 4 months ago. I don't know if Tam was working anymore. It just the Librela injections have helped a lot, and he's on Rimadyl tablets, and he gets some pain relief tablets as well along the way. So, hey, you're gonna have a doggy come up, and we're gonna chill. Hey, so there is a little Westie coming up with an older lady, and hopefully you behave. I know you're getting very protective, aren't you? So, hey, we got a doggy coming up. Hey, this is what you come out for, isn't it? You want to see your friends. Hey, they come out and see you too. Hey, that's all right. You're fine. Serious, I'm trying to get him back. He just wants to chill out though. No, there's another old boy. He's going back as well. Hey. Oh, we want to make a move. Let's make a move. You're gonna make a move? You got up. Alright, so it's got him going. Sorry? Thank you. Unfortunately, his legs gave way a month ago. So he started to thought I'd be putting him down, and then every day he's literally 14 and a half. So they're supposed to be 12 to 14 years, but he's just, he just still going. How old's yours? How old's yours? Is she a cross? Crossbreed? Is she a cross? Good boy. Oh, they always are, right? Even at this age, he still walks me, even though I got the lead. Thank you. Yeah, I got the sister as well, so she's and you still. Oh, you live around here? Do you live around here? Where are you? Okay, I'm Jasmine. Jasmine Cottage, yeah. So normally, well, I was taking out both of them up until last month. Is she friendly? Hello, slowly. He's a bit defensive because of his legs, but generally he knows he's fine. Good boy.
She needs a good brush.
So does he.
Get the brush out, she was off.
Good boy. Yeah, good boy.
Come on, you.
Good boy. Good boy. There we go. He's generally really friendly, but he started to get a bit defensive because of his. I don't blame him because I'd be the same. But just working out where he wants to go, whether he wants to go for another walk or go back home. Going for a walk. See you later. See you later. Thank you, Kathy. So we moved a year and a half ago. We were living in the. So we moved a year and a half ago. We were living in the town centre. You want to sit down? You should go up. He had a little stumble. When he walks on grass, we stumble, don't we? And we get caught in stuff. You want to sit down? You should go up. He had a little stumble. When he walks on grass, we stumble, don't we? And we get caught in stuff. So it is lovely where we live, but we trap. What do you want to do, boy? Do you want to go back home? We've been out for a while. Doesn't know what you want to do. Yeah, so we moved a year and a half ago, and we're not. Doesn't know what you want to do. Yeah, so we moved a year and a half ago, and we're not in the countryside, the town. So, bit of greenery, and you hear more birds than anything else, in all fairness. You probably hear some in the background. Staffordshire, cool. I can't say I've actually never been to Staffs. So what's it like up there? I'm guessing you got the sunshine today as well. Hopefully everyone in the UK has. I'm Essex, so a place called Hockley, just off of Hockley, a place called Ashington, actually. So Staffs is north. You want to sit down here? He's going to have another sit down. He's working his position. Yeah, another sit down here. Good boy. Yeah, my boy. It's our third pit stop. You came back to sit down again. You just want to be out here. Hey, you've got to say hello to one of your friends. You've never met her before though, so it's a new friend. Even at your age, got to say hello to one of your friends. You've never met her before though, so it's a new friend. Even at your age, still making friends, boy. Oh, good. I get the chance. Still making friends, boy. Oh, good. I get the chance as well. So when they were younger, do this right, and when I was one up, but old age we lying in the Midlands, Newcastle up north. Oh, cool. Okay. I have as well. It's only a few hours away, and the weather's overcast. We've got a bit of overcast, not gonna lie. With the sun out, it's going through the stages. You can see it through the leaves. Oh. Yeah, this time last year we were still on the go, weren't we? We didn't stop. Now I get to enjoy my surroundings as well. My boy. So, husky are really fluffy dogs, as you can see. I've been quite lucky in the sense that when they've molted, they've actually not lost all their hair. So they have seasonal coats. They have a summer coat and a winter coat. The winter coat can handle minus 40 degrees and they can sleep under the snow. Actually keeps them warm doing that. And in the summer, they have a reflective coat. So when you touch their fur is really cool. They can sunbathe. However, if they run, walk, jump, or do anything else in the heat, they feel it like the next thing. Oh, cool. Your partner's lucky and gets to enjoy a bit more time with Zach. Yeah, so -40. Obviously, I think with Tyson and Yuki, they would never be able to handle that just because they've been subject to British weather. But yeah, -40 they can go to, and that's why they use the sled dogs. And then apparently +40 they can reflect all the fur. And then Tyson, yeah, like I said, they've never really lost too much hair, but when they have, it's always been on the hind leg. So it's been quite easy, hasn't it? It hasn't been too difficult, but when you comb it, you do end up with enough padding for a cushion or a nice fluffy pillow. My boy, do you want more water? Is that what you're looking at the bag? Eh? So in trying to understand my doggy my whole life, I go by what he looks at, and we've got this mutual arrangement, haven't we, Tyson? Where you look at something and it comes out. And you've just looked at the bag. Mutual arrangement, haven't we, Tyson? Where you look at something and it comes out. And you've just looked at the bag, and that's what it wants. You have to let me get it though, boy. Yeah, my boy. You want to drink from the bottle. So we used to drink from the bottle. Funnily enough, so he was bottle fed with his sister. We had a complicated birth where the vet. Funnily enough, so he was bottle fed with his sister. We had a complicated birth where the vet. Believe it or not, into the grass. He walked to the step, stood there and looked at me. I went over, and then he kind of looked at the sky. He walked to the step, stood there and looked at me. I went over, and then he kind of looked at the sky. For a walk out. Putting them now, it's boosted his confidence. He walked to the step, stood there and looked at me. I went over, and then he kind of looked at the sky. For a walk out. He walked to the step, stood there and looked at me. He walked to the step, stood there and looked at me. I went over, and then he kind of went over, and then he kind of looked at the sky. Tyson out. I've got to take your sister out, but I'm going to try and leave you later. Tyson out. I've got to take your sister out, but I'm going to try and leave you later because she where she's diabetic, she struggles in the heat. So this year's going to be a difficult one because So this year's going to be a difficult one because Tyson out. I've got to take your sister out, but I'm going to try and leave you later because where she's diabetic, she struggles in the heat. So this year's going to be a difficult one because I know they're both going to struggle. Tyson already is with his legs. Yeah, my boy talking about you. Hey, still though. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, my boy. Hey, still. Yeah, my boy's still happy. Let's go out on them again. Oh. Hey, Ty. Hey, guys. Hope you're. Hey, Ty. Hey, guys. Hope you're. Let's see the thing. Oh. Should we go home then? Should we go home, Tyson? Hey, I never know what you want to do. Come on then, let's go. This way. Tyson, you want to go the other way? Let's go home, baby. Come on, no, come this way. Tyson. Come this way, come. You don't want to come with me. Oh, my boy. Hey, you have longer walks than your sister just because you don't want to go inside. Tyson, come. Let's go. Come. Let's go. Tyson, come. Let's go. Come. Good boy. Come, baby, come. Let's go. Tyson, come. Ah, Tyson, come, baby. I want to get you home, boy. You just want to stay. Come, let's go. Good boy. So I used the scarf to support his back legs, just because they went a month ago. He can maintain the weight himself when he was getting sitting down and have to support. Hey. And then do is... Alright, should we try and go home now? He has this habit of wanting to turn up this road because he knows 10 minutes up the road there's some horses, but we can't go to them. You can't make it that far, boy. So you feel my pain then, Kathy? It's difficult because it's literally a case of I'm trying absolutely everything and anything. Good boy, come. Good boy. Alright. Good thing is he didn't go down there. If he does, then I struggle getting him back. But I think he realises he's had enough. Eh? As you can see, even though he's struggling, his demeanour's happy. And they've always lived, the huskies have always lived for outdoors. So the two things I think most dogs look forward to, the word walkies and food. Tyson's always been food focused as a dog, but when he has a choice between food and walkies, he always opts for the walkies. Yuki's the opposite, she's walkie focused over food, so thank you, Kathy. Yeah, he is. Not gonna lie, I did in the last month think I'm gonna be putting him down several times. It's emotional. And then there was a day I did decide on making that decision just over a week ago. Because he had a couple of bad days where he just looked like he was starting to give up, and I think he sensed it because the very next day, and at this stage he hadn't walked for 6 days, so we maintained him around the house before his demeanour kind of dipped, and then he just wanted to go for a walk. Yeah, man. And walked up the road, came back, and then the next 3-4 days we've done the same thing. So I didn't want to take him. Obviously, it's in my head. I'm just thinking the worst thing's going to happen every time I go for a walk. So at the start, I was super paranoid by him. I didn't actually enjoy the walks myself. Ended up getting more worried. And then got to a stage where I just realised, you know what? Why am I keeping him alive? What is he looking forward to in the house? Nothing. So if he wants to go for a walk, we take him. And like I said, he'll go to the gate every time he wants one. So you get treated. And then that has given him a new lease of life. So, and I did say to myself, do you know what, if his legs, excuse the planes, plane go past, and we just said if his leg does go on a walk, at least he's in his element where he wants to be. He's going to be with someone that loves him, and we're close enough to home. So so if he goes by this means, if he doesn't go peacefully in his sleep, I'll still take him as long as he wants to go for a walk. And if something happens in the walk, then that's just, it'll be the time. It's got to come eventually. But for now, he keeps going, and exactly one day at a time. And I've stopped premeditating the next day now, just because it made me too emotional. I'm not going to predict when I put him down. It's just a case of if he gives up, and you see it in their eyes. And this eyes isn't telling me he's given up. I've seen Tyson at his worst. Okay, let's go home. Let's go inside. So 4 years ago, he had a really bad cancer, a massive tumour on the end of his lung. So here's the planks we had to lay out so he can walk more comfortably. So we got pebble, and the tumour essentially. So we went out on a good boy. You hear my boy? Good boy. Yeah, my Tyson. Clever boy. You gonna go in? Good boy. Yay, good boy. Go inside, baby. Watch out, I need to get the door. Good boy. Go on, baby. Good boy. Yeah, on then. Should we go to the front and get some water? Sister's here. Yuki knows what time it is. So this is Yuki. And that was Tyson. And Yuki's now ready for her walk because Tyson's just been out for one. But as you can see, you're shattered, aren't you? My boy's tired. Yuki wants to go out. It's very hot, Yuki. I wasn't planning on taking you now. You want to go though? Eh? So I guess we're going on another walk with this one. So Yuki is same age as Tyson. They're from the same litter. She is 14 and a half, same age, obviously. She's diabetic and she's also blind. So, but still very happy. Yeah, as I was saying about Tyson's lump, so he had a massive tumour, and the night before we took him out for a walk and he was perfect as always, and he kind of ate something in the middle of the road. We weren't sure what it was, and then we took him home, and the next day he just didn't want to move. He face down, head down, no life in him whatsoever. Didn't want to drink, didn't want to eat. And I just assumed he had food poisoning. So I took him to the vets, and that's when we discovered a tumour that was ready to pop. So it was just by pure chance that I associated the food poisoning, because he would have we would have normally given it a few days before we took him to the vets, but this time he just looked completely different. Hey, should we go then? Shall I go walkies? Yeah, shall I take my girl? Shall we go walkies? It's very hot. Go on then. Yeah, my girl. Hey? Tyson, I need to get you some water, baby, first. Hey? Before I take your sister. Sorry, Kathy, as I'm getting Tyson and Yuki together, I've got to do all the in-between stuff. It's like taking out a child where you have to prep everything. Hey? And my boy. Yeah, Yuki, careful with your brother. Good boy. I'm going to give you some water. You going to have some water? Alright, I'm going to put my phone down just while I get the collar on. Yeah, my girl. You're happy, bunny. You're a happy girl. You're going to have some of this, Tyson. You're going to have some water. Stay there, baby. Right. Water bag. Yeah, my girl. Yeah, my girl. It's very hot today. Hey? Right. Good girl, slowly. Good girl. Wait for me. Wait. Wait, Yuki. As you can see with Yuki, she still has a lot of life in her. Eh? She still wants to go. Don't we, baby? Hey. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And then about 6 months ago, she became fully blind. So she can't see anything, but lives with her nose and her feet. Which way do you want to go? Should I go that way? Should I go this way? Come on, it's very hot. Should I go that way? Yes. Or should I go this way? Should I go this way? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Good girl. Go on then. Oh, sorry, I've got best part of walking the dog. Got to pick up the doodies. So bear with us. I'll try not to show you the lovely imagery. same time you're going to hear a lot of rustling. Yeah. So proof I pick up the doos because the amount of times in my life I've been accused of not picking it up. I always have. But unfortunately, you dog owners will know you get blamed for other people's poo, regardless of if it's yours or not. Hey Luna, Elsa, how are we doing? Yeah, so Yuki, she's always been very happy-go-lucky. She's never stopped smiling, like literally never stopped smiling. She was in a specialist hospital with tubes attached up her nose and on her neck. She had a cone round her head and she's still beaming a smile through it all. But we knew behind that smile was a bit of pain, wasn't there? Oh, second part round. So with the bigger dogs, I think small dogs do as well, you get the benefits of picking up the same dog's poo more than once. As you can see, my camera work is brilliant because I'm getting tugged by her while I'm trying to go backwards to pick up the doos. Good gal. So I wouldn't normally take them out in this weather because the sun is hot and it's 3 o'clock, so it's kind of like the in between the peak time of the heat. But I make sure I've got enough water, and I carry treats, and for Yuki I also take out honey for her diabetes, because if she starts getting very lethargic I just rub a bit in her mouth. But with Tyson now, it's literally a case of any time he goes to the gate and wants to go for a walk, I take him. Thankfully it's only once a day he does that, so I don't think he can handle more than once. But he's still, yeah. And with Yuki, just with her diabetes, you have to keep a consistency with routine. So basically we control her insulin through needles and injections, and she gets 2 injections a day to control her curves. And basically her diabetes insulin is all dependent on what she eats, what she exercises, and everything else. And it's only been in the last year and a half we've got consistency with her curves. So in a diabetic dog, I think in normality, shall I say, you would have imagine a straight line, and it has 2 curves, long curves in between. Basically over 12 hours it goes up and down, and you should have 2 a day. With Yuki, we never was able to control the diabetes. She had 1 curve, and it wasn't even a curve, it was like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And it's only been the last year we switched the insulin, the brand that she was taking. The only change to the diet we really done was we used to give her raw chicken as a meal, whereas now we partly cook it. And she's been the best she's ever been, even though she's at the latter stages of her life, and it doesn't look like it based on this walk, but she's just been really upbeat with it all. And as a result, like I said, I can't change the routine, but when it gets really hot I do take him out a lot later, but I have to just swing everything around from the injections to the food. So normally when it's a change of season it's a difficult stage for me, and for her, because we have to adapt, and it doesn't help with British weather being up and down all the time, but thankfully we've had consistent periods over the last few years, so as a Brit we can't complain too much down south. So I'll go back to my messages. Luna and Elsa snoring her head off. Yep, that's what they do most of the time, right? But it's enough just to see him snoring. It's therapeutic for us all. bless. You too, Kathy, if you're still here, if you've gone, sorry, but take care. Yeah, old Springer had diabetes, so you appreciate it all. So was she on the pen, or did you give the injection via the needle? So Yuki's had diabetes 3.5 years. We were giving her 12 millilitres per injection, and we never controlled it. We were literally taking her to the vets every 2 weeks to get tested. This is the field that had that horse from a few of my recent videos. It's not there today, Yuki. No, it's not, baby. Yeah, so we're going to the vets every 2 weeks, and she was staying in basically for a full day, having all the numerous tests to try and get her levels right, and we never did. We ended up going all the way up to 33 millilitres, which apparently is super high, and we ended up having a specialist because she seizured. So we knew she was diabetic 3.5 years ago, and then one day when we were doing these tests at the vets basically said they can no longer help because they've not been able to maintain. We're taking her over near enough 6 months, so every 2 weeks for 6 months, and she hated it. She really hated the vets, and it got to a stage where we're like, do you know what, she seems the most comfortable in herself now. Oh no, what I was saying, so I lied at that stage. So we took her to the specialist last time, and they said, look, you gotta go see a specialist because she seems very bad today. I was walking her back to the car. She had her head down the whole time. It was a 25-minute drive to this specialist, and thankfully it was only 25 minutes, because as soon as I opened the door and I got her out the car, we stepped into so the automatic door for the vets opened up. We stepped 1 foot in the door and she seizured. She had a massive seizure. Thankfully, there was several vets at the time right at the door, so jumped straight on her. And she was in there for 9 days, and it was very much give and go every step of the way. And thankfully she survived it. Got her back home, and then within a few days she managed to split her paw. So now, obviously with the diabetes, if you have a lot of stress, your levels are all over the place, and it basically, she had a full split in her toe, in her paw, so it created like a 6th toe. You hey baby, struggling a little bit now. Yeah, should we get a water break soon? Get around the corner in the shade. Yeah, so needles, mum was forever catching the way to test it. Do you know what? It's been impossible to catch the wee, and I ended up giving up. It was just impossible because with Yuki, she goes right down to the ground to wee, and every time she's done it, she walks when she does it as well. So imagine some of the, I didn't record it, but imagine some of the videos had I recorded it, because I think I've got more on my hand than I did in the bucket, and we never got any in the bucket. So, oh, you're a pretty cat. So we got a pretty cat up the road. Up here on the left, there's a really really friendly cat. We've seen it, well, we've met it a couple of times in the last few months. First time we met it, came running up to us and just went in between the huskies, like putting its head between them and getting affection. I've never seen a cat react like that to any dogs. They either used to run or stand firm, but this one just wanted love. Oh, sorry to hear that, Steph. Oh, so sorry. Oh, that's the worst stage and the worst news. Oh, so I've got this verification thing on my phone. Which of the jets has a hole? So I did that verification. So I'm just reading Steph's messages. She had to put down her boy to sleep yesterday. Found lots of blood clots in his heart and fluid. Oh, I'm so sorry, Steph. It's the shittest feeling. I don't know if you can swear on here if I get barred for saying that, but it's in the right context to say it. It's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry for you. How old was he? So with Yuki, just before Christmas, so from the side effects of her diabetes, she's lost her sight, her hearing was impacted, she started being very lethargic, heavy panting, heavy breathing, all these kind of things. But she maintained well. She was still coming out for an hour walk, she was still enjoying herself. So, but then just before Christmas, we discovered a massive lump in her anal passage. And basically she stopped sitting down, she struggled to sit. Where they normally spin around 3 or 4 times, she was spending 2 or 3 minutes trying to sit. And we discovered this lump. We're told it's likely to be tumorous, but she's at that age, 14 and a half, we can't put her through any operations. And we just said, when the dreaded day comes, we'll just make that decision. Any recovery for her would be the last of her life. She'll spend the last days recovering. So we decided what will be. But we started giving her antibiotics, which thankfully it reduced all the bump. She still got it, but it reduced it substantially, and she's still very upbeat. But yeah, my heart breaks for you, Steph. It's the hardest thing as a doggy owner. We get to see the joys and the best and the worst bit, but we do know what we're inheriting, sadly, which doesn't make it any easier. Steph. So I've been fortunate to have quite a few dogs over the years. Well, I say few, I've had 5 in total. But I'm also been unfortunate to lose 3 of them. And I'm not going to lie, the last one hit me hard. She was kind of my baby. She was the mum husky for these. But literally my baby. I saved her from a bad home, and at the same time I was struggling a lot with my mental health and depression, and she gave me a new lease of life, and she became my everything. And I lost her, and it was the hardest thing. For a few weeks I struggled, but I still had these 2 keeping me going, and it was really weird. So I got the ashes, and everyone does things differently. In my head, I wanted to get the ashes and release them into the garden, the place that she was home to. And for that week or 2 where I was just in constant tears, I then received the ashes. And then that night, I think it was a few days, I was waiting for basically a starry day. Slowly, baby, slowly, I got you. Good gal. Yeah, baby, tentative. Eh? My girl's getting old as well, eh? She comes out the door flying, but she slows down towards the end. So I got the ashes, and I went outside. It was a really starry night. Yuki always sleeps outside, apart from bad weather. Tyson doesn't. It's very rare. But this night, Tyson and Yuki both came outside and sat down in like unusual positions. They were kind of like sitting next to me. And I released the mummy ashes, and they both literally just looked at the sky and then kind of turned around and went inside the house. And to me, that was kind of just a sign of release. I was like, I released her into the heavens. And I do believe we, as humans, we're overcomplicated, thinking a million different things about what the next world brings us. But I do believe the animals know. And in that moment, I did take comfort thinking that Tyson and Yuki said their farewells, and they knew. And defo what Luna says, never stop crying. Just let it out as much as you want. There's no right or wrong with grief, and I still cry all the time over the last lot I lost. But through time, after the first few weeks of being in constant tears, now I just smile every time I think of them. Every time I think of my lost doggies, I can't help but smiling, because they had good lives, they enjoyed themselves, they had fun, and so I've done everything I could to make them happy. And hopefully you can see by a lot of my videos they are generally happy. Although there's times where we do question, where we go so slow, but then look at that face. Do you want some water, baby? Should we have a pit stop? So I always bring out the water, but Yuki generally never has water on the walk. But we will see. Sometimes she does, more often than not she doesn't, but she seems interested today. Yeah, my girl. It's okay, you can have water. Yuki, no, you don't want it. No, you don't want it. No, she's going away from it. Sorry, a good excuse for me to have some water because I haven't talked so much for a while. You sure, baby? Do you want some water? Do you want water? Good girl, have some water. No? You don't want it? No. Right. So I'm going to go back to the messages. I have another dog. Sorry, Steph. So you have another dog who's missing him today, no question. So it'll take a little while for them to, they understand it as well, and it will take a little while for them to correct. Just give love. That's all you can do. Make them happy, give them as much love as possible, and that's all you can do. They'll keep fighting as long as they can, their body can cope. Yeah, and I'd say with Tyson, he was more emotional than Yuki with all the losses, because where he was indoors with the other dogs, Yuki was not, like I said, mostly outdoors. But Tyson, I remember even I had an Alsatian for the first 6 months of his life, and Tyson used to sleep in between his paws in the night time. In the daytime, my Alsatian would go for him like anything. I think he was just vulnerable. He was very old, and I think he was just vulnerable to young dogs, and he did nip him a couple of times, but every single night Tyson would still sleep with him. And then eventually we had to make a decision to put him down, and even though he was only 5-6 months old, Tyson was looking for him for days. And then a few weeks after that, he was just moping in the same place that he would have slept before he then one night decided to come in the room with everyone, and then he changed. So they remember like anything, and they truthfully know. Looking at messages. Yes, Clovis. So for anyone that's interested, I had Clovis portraits join my live a few days ago, and have a check out of his profile. Oh, her profile. Sorry, Steph. Lots of great portrait pictures of furry friends, and she's going to do a little portrait for us of my 5 dogs and 3 cats that I had. I wanted a little family portrait, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. The hardest part is your dog looking for me. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can distract them, but they still remember. All I did, and it's all I could do. You can't do anything. They need time to grieve like we do as people. But I just kept taking mine for walks. That's what the things they enjoyed the most. So to distract them, I kept taking them walks. And on other occasions, they were going for 2-3 hour walks, more than they were going before. And I'd say it was after the release of the Ashes, it genuinely was. I'm not one of these people that believe in a lot of things, but I do believe in fate, and just the way both dogs acted that night and the way they kind of, yeah, their whole behaviour, their demeanour, and to me, they in that moment they had peace. But I understand people that bury their ashes or keep or bury their dogs, should I say. It's just what you feel comfortable with. There's no right or wrong. I'm really naff at live. I don't do them that often, so I still get used to it all. Hey Yuki, stop talking about you, girl. Hey, come on, baby. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you alright? Hard work? Oh, to be honest, I walked out of the house, I felt it, so it's not age, it's just... Get in there. He's struggled. I don't know if you... Well, a month ago his legs went on the walk, so... Get in there. He's struggled. I don't know if you... Well, a month ago his legs went on the walk, so we can't do the pack walks anymore, it's just her. But he goes out and about the front of the house and goes up the road, but he needs support, so I'm supporting his legs a little bit. So it'll be hard when it happens, he'll hit, but yeah, I don't fault what we've done and what we've done. So, and if it,
never have another one.
I always do, it's the void, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then when you hear him, so...
Sorry.
So she always is.
No, we had a Springer Spaniel.
Okay.
Oh, it was crazy, absolute nutcase. You know, we jumping on all the shadows.
Full of energy.
We had, but he had pancreatitis.
Oh.
You know, so on like this powdered drug thing every day.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it was horrible.
I can imagine.
And, yeah, he was alright. I mean, 12 years old. And
it's a good. It's still a good age. It's a pension age, isn't it? That's the way we see it. And it's, you know, because mine are on every meds going now. The one thing I did say, if their minds go with the meds, then I would have made that decision. Because I don't think it would have been right to keep them not being themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
But thankfully, it's not affected them mentally. And it's given them a little bit extra of life. But we're just biding time. We know that.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're enjoying it.
No, well, Charlie had heart problems as well, so you know, it was what it was in the end.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
Oh, well, it wasn't even our dog. It was my daughter's dog. They come out of university and said, "Oh, can we have a dog?" Because they came to live here for 6 months.
Right.
4 years later,
you're looking after the dog.
we're looking after the dog. Yeah. They've moved on.
That classic scenario.
How can you know?
Oh, you can't.
You've lived here for 4 years.
Yeah.
You can't just say go around and be stuck indoors
secretly
all day.
you fell for him as well. You always do. So
it was literally my dog, really. But, you know, I mean, he had the freedom. He was just running around.
Yeah,
what he liked.
we're blessed in this situation where we are here.
Yeah.
So I wish they had an earlier life here, but I'm kind of glad because they would have escaped everywhere. Because they're renowned for jumping over things and escape artists. So thankfully we calmed down with age. Otherwise, I think a lot of neighbours would be annoyed with me.
That was a cross-pointer collie.
So thankfully we calmed down with age. Otherwise, I think a lot of neighbours would be annoyed with me.
That was a cross-pointer collie.
Okay.
So
you like the working breeds?
Nutcase. That's when we first were married here. And 1970.
Okay, only a few years back, only.
And I used to escape and
right.
I was in their nuts. And in the end, we had to get him castrated to
calm him down.
calm him down.
Did it work?
It did work, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they said really how he keeps escaping, we don't know. But
When there's a will, there's a way.
yeah,
They got their heads and they know how to
Devil.
use them.
the devil.
Yeah, in our old place, I think a dozen times, because we had the classic terrace house,
Yeah,
so there was no way of them getting out apart from through the front doors. And we had 2 double doors on the front. They used to on the lot. They literally would watch us do it, and we had on the road. Neighbours caught them for us. They disappeared. So yeah, like I said, hopefully they went down. Was that key? Ed? Yeah. Right, I'll leave you in the weekend. And baby girl. Good girl. Yeah, puppy girl. So it's quite nice where we live. It's like off the beaten track, if anyone that's just joined, but it's not too far. We're 5 minutes away from the main towns, but it's very therapeutic and calm. You hear birds and everyone's very relaxed. It's like anyone that goes on country walks and that kind of mentality with people. So I'm going to go back to the messages, sorry. I will always speak to people when I see them. My wife gets annoyed because I keep talking to people, but I enjoy it. Yuki, okay. So I'm really struggling to read the messages going back to them, guys. Apologies if I've missed everyone's messages. I was just chatting to someone and it's very bright, so I'm getting reflective. Some huskies for comfort. You need some huskies for comfort. You just need cuddles from your doggies. That's what you need. Give them a big cuddle. They do give us a lot, don't they? They don't have to do much. They walk, eat and sleep. But sometimes that's the best thing. You just had 9 puppies, Ellie. That's a big litter. So we had 5 when we bred. But 9, that's a lot. Are you alright on your daily walk? Are you alright on your daily walk?
Yeah.
you're getting the steps in.
Yeah, well, except for that thing, I've got one of these, them that count it.
Oh, pedometers.
But every
Yeah.
time I do a round, the reading's totally different. Yesterday, when I can't run on his CPD.
Yeah.
He does the same. One.
Okay.
Boy, I had it picked up.
Oh, really?
He said it's a mile and a quarter. It makes more sense to me.
Which makes it, to be honest, if you go on Google, you can work out the exact distance. Are you alright?
One.
Okay.
Boy, I had it picked up.
Oh, really?
He said it's a mile and a quarter. It makes more sense to me.
Which makes it, to be honest, if you go on Google, you can work out the exact distance. Are you alright? Right.
Oh, you can do that yourself?
Yeah, so you can, cause if you go roads you walk down, it'll tell you the
right.
exact distance. But I'd say it's about a mile.
Do that yourself?
Yeah, so you can, cause if you go roads you walk down, it'll tell you the
right.
exact distance. But I'd say it's about a mile. It's definitely more than a mile. Yeah.
Along to school.
Yeah.
Turn right, come all the way down to Arundel.
Right, yeah.
He said from his house, sorry, he lives the last one down opposite me. There, the way around. So from mine all the same.
Yeah, it's the same distance.
So we go up he's to the little school, he's called on it, he said from the little school to, the road the other this one that's shut off. I've
Yes.
forgotten the name of it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Mine always shows 0.6 the whole journey, but I say so. Then I turn right Arundel, then I
Yeah.
go down Radnor,
Okay.
and walk all the way around and come up. I don't even cut through,
Right.
and it still shows 0.6.
Do you carry your phone with you?
Yeah.
Take your phone because you can get. There should be like a health app on your phone.
Oh,
and
I'm not up on the.
Most people aren't, but my mum's the same. But
Yeah, no, I'll have to get my two to show me, really.
yeah, but all the modern phones will have that app on it,
Oh, right.
and you should be able to. It'll just tell you your steps as you're walking around, and it
hope
always
so,
tells me
yeah.
when I hit 10,000 steps.
Oh, you do it with yours?
Yeah,
then?
I just set it automatic to this. I don't look at it every day, but when it pings up going, you've done 10,000 steps today.
Oh,
Well
it
done.
tells you,
So
yeah. I suppose you would with the dog, really.
yeah,
walking
well,
all the
well now I'm
time,
doing
isn't
2 rounds as well. So,
it? Yeah, you got two
so
separate
yeah.
ones. Is the other one out next, is he then?
Yeah, he's just gone out. So I
Oh,
wait.
was he?
It's when he goes out that I take her out after.
Oh, you take them out
Yeah,
separate
just
now,
because
then?
with his legs, if he gets too excited indoors, they can go.
Oh,
So I
right.
kind of make sure that he's literally I'm supporting him now.
Yeah, I see you
So
were, yeah.
he's still happy though. He's still loving it.
happy enough.
Yeah,
You're
he's still
happy
loving it.
enough, aren't you? Hey,
She
you
still
don't
is, and
mind, do you?
I would have taken her out much later because it's quite warm for him.
Yeah, I
But
bet it is,
she
yeah.
knew that he went out and she was on it. She was
Yeah,
like,
she's his mum, isn't she?
no, sister. So
Oh, sister.
yeah, so they're both
Oh,
14. Yeah, 14 and a half.
Oh,
Same.
you've had them from
Yeah.
so.
Yes, so I had the
long
mum
while.
before. Yeah. So
Oh, it's a shame when they started, you know. So my mates, they take his, they're one out, a little buggy now. They bought
Oh,
especially
really?
for him, yeah, because his legs went. He can do roughly 10 minutes. I mean, when he was used to bring the video of the kids, because like,
Right.
if they were down here, if they went on the stage, running like,
they've
it
chased the kids.
yeah, but now he goes out, he said 10 minutes, he said, and he just stopped dead. He said we had to pick him up, put him on the little, it's like a little pushchair they bought,
Oh,
and then do the same walk, and he said he sits there and he looks around and he loves it.
To be honest, that's all it is. So them just sniffing
Yeah, they
is just
know.
as much exercise as
Yeah, I bet
them.
it is,
So
yeah.
that's what that's what they're out for, and that's what the
Yeah.
male goes. We walk him, and you've seen us sit down a couple of times. So
Yeah.
that walk used to be a minute walk
Oh,
when they were
right.
younger. I'd
Yeah.
be dragged down the
Be
road.
dragged down the road,
Yeah, but
yeah.
now we'll spend 15 minutes walking,
Oh.
and he'll spend half hour just sitting in places.
Yeah.
But he's sitting there with a smile on his
And
face.
he's happy,
lovely.
yeah. I tell you, a lot of people wouldn't do this. You do that, don't you?
I'll tell you, so had we been in our last place, it's just a setting. So we're
Yeah.
we're in a position. I work from home, so I got
Yeah,
the
you're all
opportunity.
right,
yeah.
yeah.
If I was full time in an office or something like that,
Oh.
get up and down.
Yeah.
And I've seen him where he struggles. And
Oh,
the thing is, they grow. The first year of their life, they grow so quick, and the last year they deteriorate so
Yeah,
quickly.
that's it, yeah.
But
It's really same as humans, isn't it, really?
yeah, but
Comes to us all, unfortunately.
But the good thing is, if we get to an old age, we've done well, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we've
that's it,
lived
yeah.
a good life.
Well, I mean, that is,
So
that is a good idea.
Normally, they
isn't
say 12 to 14. Thing that
it? Yes. Nice, I think.
she's 17.
Oh,
But
she's
she
done well then, yeah.
she was dainty though, so she was
Yeah.
much smaller than
Yeah.
her and just very dainty. It's the legs that start going.
Yeah. Now,
So-
I believe Alsatians are the same with the
Yeah.
arthritis, aren't they? I remember
Yeah.
working in someone's property, and they said we haven't had a holiday. I think then it was 4 years because we can't leave. They had two. They had two Alsatians.
Right.
And both of them, they were getting on, and both had such bad arthritis. Is that the same as a?
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah,
essentially
that's
your
what
work,
they had, yeah.
all dogs are prone to it, but the working dogs,
Yeah.
so your working dogs like Alsatian and stuff, they pound on their
Yeah, that's it.
with husks, they bound.
Oh,
so
right, yeah,
historically,
yeah.
like I said, they used to pull me in the lead. They don't stop.
No.
So their legs are constantly like this. So
because they're used to they're the ones that pull.
yeah,
Sleds,
so
aren't they, and all
sleds
that,
in the
yeah.
winter, they go through the snow.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times, dry sledding with them.
Oh, you have tried
Yeah, so the dry sled with the wheels.
Oh right, they
And
like it. Then.
they loved it,
Yeah, I
although it
bet,
took me
yeah.
a while to get them used to it, not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I bet.
And then you know the old bobsleds
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
got.
the bobsled,
I used to
yeah.
go down the seafront hill
Oh right.
and sit with them on there. I used to love it. All the kids used to jump on it.
Yeah, I
loved
bet
it.
they did. Yeah.
So, but the thing is, they
Yeah.
don't have brakes. So half the
No,
time
no,
the kids will
that's
go flying off.
No, that's it, yeah. I remember that place. That was Rectory Road. You're up near the Co-op, turn right.
Yeah.
On the way to what, around there. I always remember that job we did there. And I said, yeah, we haven't had a holiday because I said we always used to leave the Co-op, turn right.
Yeah.
On the way to what, around there. I always remember that job we did there. And I said, yeah, we haven't had a holiday because I said we always used to leave them at the kennels, but we can't now because
So we're the same. So essentially, so my mum obviously live with us, but they struggle with lifting him.
Yeah.
So
it's your job.
Yeah, it's me. So I haven't had a holiday for 3 years with this one. So
no.
But
you obviously think that much of them. They're lucky.
No, I enjoy it. Like when you walk in and you see them light up. Like
they're your family. They're part of the family.
Exactly.
I've always said that.
Exactly.
I've always said that.
And they give you the same love back.
Oh, because they do. They do anything for you. So
exactly. It doesn't matter how you treat them; they love you regardless, don't they? So
no, they don't get a say with who they go to.
No, unfortunately not. But most people tend to be good, so that's the way to sit. Enjoy the rest of your walk. You too. Take care. Come on, little girl. Yeah, my girl. Hey, come on. Get walkies. Oh, you got to stop there. You got to walk into that. Hey, guys. So. Apologies, I missed everyone's messages. Just been walking, so slowly. Good girl. So yeah, so it's quite nice where we are. We do see the regular faces. It's more older people live around here, and with the spring weather, they're always out and about doing the fronts and going for walks. So it's been quite nice, and you get a little bit of interactions with people. Because I did think that. So with my huskies, they've always been very, very people focused. They love going up to people, especially children. But they have a habit of wanting to go up to everything and then get a bit of affection. They move on to the next thing or next person. But since we moved here, obviously it's a bit less pedestrianised. So we don't get to see many people, but every day we are seeing people on the walks. Everyone's got, or most people, I'd say 90% of people have dogs. Yeah, baby, we're going home. Should we go on this side so you're not on the pebbles, baby? A lot of people have horses, cats, and everything else around. For me, I've just got the 2 huskies. And I've inherited lots of magpies and foxes at the moment. They seem to be coming into our garden all the time. Slowly here, baby, slowly. Good girl. Yeah, puppy girl. Thank you for any gifts and follows that anyone sent. It is much appreciated. Thank you. And just hope everyone is having a good weekend. Hey Husky Pack, thank you for the gifts. Hope you're having a good weekend with the sunshine, or if it's overcast, at least some hotter air. Hey YOLO, that's my girl. So I've just taken Tyson on a walk before this one, and now it's Yuki's turn. For hers, I wasn't going to take her out till later because it's quite warm, but she was adamant. She was bouncing around, jumping up and down, and she has a habit of hurting herself if she carries on, so I just took her and I came prepped with water for the hot weather. I also carry honey, so I don't know if you had to do this, Husky Pack, with your diabetic dog. I carry honey on the walks, and just in case she gets really lethargic, I'll rub it in the side of her mouth, just to give her a little boost. I've only had to do it twice, but I always carry the honey just in case. You gonna have a sniff? The days that you would have ended up in there, Yuki, you can't know. You can't, because you can't see. You'll just hurt yourself, and I'm not going through the bush. I'm not going through the bush. Yeah, so I think, do you use anything else or just the honey? So I did try a few other bits, but I think the honey's been the most effective thing. So this is the final corner heading home. This is why Yuki is very lethargic and tired. Hey my girl, hey my girl, yeah my girl. Hey, you're very tired, baby. Hey, and behind this fence there's every now and again a horsey that she's sniffing. But yeah, she's very slow on the way back, but normally leaving the house she's quite lively, and she's got a bit of zoom about her still. Peanut bar. I've not tried that, but I know they use it in some dog treats. I did try and give Tyson a bit to encourage him to eat. He had a few licks, so I might have to introduce that again. Elsa's awake and launched her ball at your head. Did you catch it, or did you get a headache? Hey Yuki, you enjoying it? The only thing I wish for Yuki, she doesn't get to see her environment. So, she had short, is it long distance? Where you can't see long distance, or do you call it short distance? She had long distance, I think, where she can see probably beyond. So huskies renowned for having great eyesight and can see at a distance. But with the diabetes, her eyesight started dwindling, and she can probably see to where the path is up to about a year ago. And then 6 months ago, she lost her sight complete. Oh, and I have to control your walk a little bit still. I get a bit cack-handed when I have to walk under trees, Yuki. It was too fast. Wow. Come, Yuki, come. Good girl. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Couldn't see the messages. Tell Elsa to give it another throw, see if you can catch it the second time round. I heard third time's a charm if you don't. Honey pot that you get at breakfast buffets. Oh, that's a good shout. I guess less messier, because I don't take a spoon or anything, I just dip my hand into it and rub my hand inside her mouth at the moment. Hey baby, we've got to go inside and get some water. So even though she's like this, and she's shattered, I'll take her indoors. If I say the word walkies straight away, or 5 minutes later, or no matter what time of day, she will want to go for another walk straight away. She is determined all the time, even though you're tired half the time. Get them off eBay. Okay, good shout, I'll have a look. She's asking for belly rubs now. Yeah, belly rub time. Strangely, so my huskies love every part of their body being rubbed. Apart from, obviously, I don't rub certain bits for obvious reasons, but the belly is the place they always hated. They never liked the belly, but they love like the pelvis area and the top of the back and the face and neck. But the belly's always been the thing that's got them irritated. Hey, Yuki, should go inside, baby. Come, Angel. Good girl. Let's go inside, baby. Good girl. Fill my pockets when I go for breakfast. It's like that old trick when you go McDonald's and you collect all the ketchup pots. Slowly, baby. It's okay. Slowly. She stepped on her. So, well, floors out here, we can't use everything and anything. She just stepped on something uneven and it shook her a little bit. You didn't know what it was, did you? Hey, baby, come on, let's go inside, Angel. She's doing her first but an hourly event. So she gets pampered every day. Hey Yuki, you don't want to go back yet, do you? You want to still smell the air. Good girl. It's very hot. We shouldn't have gone out at this time, Yuki. Should go inside to get some water. So as you saw on the walk, I do offer her water, but she rejects it most of the time. It's normally when she gets back home that she'll drink loads. You just want to enjoy the air a little bit more, eh? Where did that come from? We think we have a bird in our roof because you can hear it in the middle of the night, and I did block a few holes. I just saw one fly out. I couldn't see where it came from. So I love the country, but in the middle of the night when you hear a bird fluttering around when you're trying to sleep, it's not the greatest thing. Come on, Yuki, let's go inside, baby. Come, baby, come. Good girl. We're nearly inside, Angel. Good girl. Good girl. You gotta go up, step. Good girl. Step, baby. Good girl. You gotta walk the plank as well. Yeah, my girl. It's okay. Slowly. It's okay. Keep going. Good girl. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. As you can see, she's very tentative because she can't see. So she uses her feet and her face. I'm hoping. Where do I leave Tyson? I did leave Tyson here, but he did get up. So he has, the last few times, struggled to get up. So the good sign is he has got up for himself. But I'm not going to lie, every time I come back, there's kind of like a fear that he's going to be in a bad position. He does fall over every now and again. So you guys just got to lock the gate. Hey, Yuki girl. Yeah, my girl. Yeah, my girl. Get some water, baby. There he is, although the tail's come loose. Hey, tail's come loose, baby boy. I'm just going to put the phone down for a minute, sort you out. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, you got up though. Hey? Yeah, stay there. Stay. Stay there, yeah, my boy. You got up by yourself. You're super strong, boy. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, my boy. You wanna go inside? It's a bit cooler. Go on, baby. Good boy. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah. So other things you do having a whole dog, so you put carpets and rugs everywhere. We started doing that all the time because he started slipping all over the place. We got water absolutely everywhere down the garden. Little Yuki, come here, baby, with me. Come, puppy. Come, baby. So with Yuki, like I said, she is blind, so she follows sound a little bit. Good girl. Yuki, come. Yuki. Suk. Come here. Good girl. Come. Come, baby, come. Good girl. Come get water. Good girl. Get water. Good girl. No, you don't want it. You don't want it, my girl. You've been fussy. So she's lost her bearings. We've got to help you out, eh? So she always goes down the garden, but where she can't see, she sometimes needs guiding to where she is. This way. Good girl. It's okay, down. Good girl. Good girl. Step, baby, step. You can see she uses her nose. Good girl. Yeah, Angel. And good girl. Yeah, Angel. And for walks, that's it. And the reason is, firstly, like around her neck, she started losing fur, just where the collar would be rubbing. And I always had it loose, but I just kept rubbing off. And